Shunsho and finally back in Japan with Koji Hiramatsu Bonsai School. Koji's very nicely given me this Shinpaku to play with today. This was originally a tosho that's been grafted many years ago with Shinpaku. Beautiful deadwood in this, and real power and beautiful movement through this section of the tree. Pretty straight throat though through this section too, so I've changed the angle just a little bit just to pick up the vein that's coming into the ground here as well. A little hard to pick up at the moment because of the colour contrast, but trying to take away the straightness of this section by bringing the front in, so we still hook this top over a little bit more. You'll see from the original photograph it stood up a little bit higher, and also to try and pick up the movement through this part of the wood here, so we take away the straightness. So we'll go about setting some branches and pulling some of these in to disguise some of that timber as well. Pull this in a bit closer and maybe drop the apex a little bit and see how we go with changing the tree up a little and taking it to another place. So, a good few hours later, and here's the finished product. Well, finished for now, of course, it's never a finished product at all. There's still some branches a little bit underdeveloped on this tree in terms of the structure of the branches, so that will take a few years to grow those to be a little bit better. 3 to 5 years, I think it will come on to be very nice in the way that the structure of the branches form. But very happy with the initial outcome. It's been so much fun to work on this tree. It's just an absolute pleasure to have material like this. Of course, in Australia we don't have anything like this, so that's why I come to Japan here to have a play. Took a fairly large piece off at the top here and created a new jin. This was basically the original apex area of the tree, but in changing the angle, the planting angle of the tree, this came far too far forward, way too forward. So in taking that off and bringing the apex back so that it sits amongst the deadwood here, I think works a lot better, just to save it sort of jumping out of the pot at you. The pads themselves, the foliage on this tree is just beautiful. It's been an absolute delight to work on it. The foliage is coming much closer to the trunk, and some of these branches have hidden just a few of the straighter sections that are on this tree in terms of the deadwood, and highlighting the beautiful movement that happens through the rest of it. The jins that are natural here, up through here, this quality of movement in this deadwood is just beautiful, absolutely amazing. So the focus has been on to highlight those sections of the trunk. Yes, sure, she's got a little bit of inverse taper and a little bit thinner here and thicker here, but who cares? This is what nature has created for us, and it's just absolute joy to sort of highlight some of those things if possible. Create some windows to look through to see the better bits of the wood, and hide, as I said, the straighter parts. So very happy with the outcome for this tree. It will of course be repotted at the new angle down the track at the appropriate time, and hopefully, well, I think not hopefully, but it should hopefully go into a lotus shaped pot. Would be very nice for this one. Just a bit of movement in the pot as well to highlight the movement in the trunk here. So there we go. What a tree to get for your first one back in Japan after 2.5 years. Very happy. I hope you like it also.